cover that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
Lady!
Mike, 5-5. He's scared.
Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Olivier Vernon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the gun on third down, Warner. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson as they are looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver, so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt, 36 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Wilson to throw again. It's complete. Stills. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, high 7.
58, 58, Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get.
Warner from the gun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Come on,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Geno Atkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check curls, check curls, check.
Warner to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown!